What's going on, everybody? So today we are taking this to a welder so they can fabricate me another one, because mine one of mine mysteriously disappeared, and it helps when you have that you can hook the ramps into. That way you can get the angle of the dangle correct when loading lower center of gravity vehicles. So we'll get that done, and then there's one other thing I want to do, which I'll show y'all. All right, let's see here. I don't know if y'all can notice. Well, it should be once I get up underneath here. Oh. Yesterday, I noticed that that shock was hanging down. So that nut had come loose. I noticed that in Houston. So, to get it back home, I got some really big zip ties. So I just zip tied it up to keep that shock from coming off again. And I'm gonna go ahead and get some new shocks. I got some, and it's just on this side, really. I don't know if y'all could see. I got some weird wear on this tire, this inside tire. And I'm guessing it might have something to do with the shocks. I know that one shock on this side is bent. So if that's the case, that shock's not compressing like it should. So I'm gonna pop one off, take it with me, and go get 4 new shocks for it. And then I gotta get a nut for that. I'm gonna take these 2 wheels off. I'm gonna pull that bolt and that pull the bolt and the shock off. I'm gonna take the bolt with me. I'm guessing, yeah, you know, I had that issue once before where it was loosening up on me, so I tightened it down real good, and but obviously, oh, there I am. Obviously it didn't work too well. I mean, it lasted for a little while, but not long enough. So I'll get another nut for it. Probably look for some either lock nuts. If I can't find lock nuts that big, then I will use some blue Loctite. Don't want to use red because I want to be able to get it off in the future. But so yeah, that's what we're doing today. I got in last night about 3 o'clock, and got up this morning about 7:30. Was able to do the meet the teacher with my boy, and so yeah, I'm gonna do this today while my wife's at work, and then tonight we're gonna take my wife out to dinner for her birthday. Yeah, and that's about it. Holler at y'all later. What y'all think? Just a little bit, not too bad. Just a little bit. See? He wants loving.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I out of here?
Oh yeah, like a glove. I'm gonna take it off and slap a coat of black paint on it. Oh, I'll do that real quick. That way it can be drying while I'm doing the shocks. Got all the shocks here. Things are expensive. $113 a piece, I think is what it was. Well, on the price side. If I would have waited, I could have got them cheaper ordering it offline, but piece of metal. Metal in the yard's not good. Anyway. So the shock on that bolt wants to be a little twat waffle and not come off. It is froze on that bolt. The bolt will spin. It's just the bushing, the shock bushing is froze up on the bolt. So I was able to get it out. I had a regular sledge, but I didn't want to screw the threads up completely. I wanted to work on it a little more to get it out, but I didn't want to screw it up to the point to where if I had to get another nut on this with the existing shock and run it until I got the other bolt, I'd have been able to do it. So went over to Dad's shop and he had a brass sledgehammer, and I was able to just work it and work it and work it and work it. Finally it popped out. So it rounded the threads a little bit right at the tip. That's what she said. I was able to clean it up, chase the threads, so now I can go ahead and get the new shock on and I ain't got to worry about it. How's everybody doing? We are headed over to Seguin, pick up the load, headed to North Carolina. So I'm gonna see if I can get a picture of the truck when I get up to it. I was at the little Circle K here in Castroville, Texas, and a guy stopped me that was parked next to me, asking me about my truck and trailer. He's been thinking about doing the same. He works for the state DOT, and I never noticed it until we were done talking. And I just so happened to look over at his truck, and which is the Texas Department of Transportation truck, and the windows are blacked out, and it's got like a 12-inch, 13-inch visor, 5% visor across the front windshield. And I'm like, it must be nice working for the state. He's like, yeah, I mean, it's something I don't have to get used to if I end up getting my own truck. I was like, they don't say anything about it, do they? He said, no. He said, I could roll across the scales with this truck with the tires about to pop. Being so heavy. Now just tell me, roll on through, baby, roll on through. He said they don't mess with him over anything. So, being that I had the wheels off, need to check them real quick. Make sure they're still torqued properly. All right, all is good. Check all the chains and binders. You're ready to get back on the road. I think I'm gonna drive through a little late tonight. Then I guess get a little later start tomorrow. Check these binders real quick. Let's say it's a high center of gravity load. Just a little bit. It's weighing right around 22,000. I went ahead and scaled it. Went ahead and scaled it to make sure everything was good on weight. So anyway, let's get back on the road and we'll holler at y'all later. I'm hoping I can make it in Louisiana tonight before some restaurants close. I can give me some good Cajun food. Good old vent in Louisiana. Getting a little petrol at the Love's truck stop, and you hear bang, 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 bang. Like, what the heck? Come to find out, repo man tried repoing the wrong person's car.
When possible, make a U-turn, then take the ramp on the right.
Ended up getting shot. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So he didn't try repoing it here. He repoed the vehicle, took off, and the guy started chasing him from down the road a little bit. The guy that he repoed was shooting at him driving down the road, a little back road, and ended up hitting him. So he pulled into the Loves. That guy followed and unloaded on him. I think they said he's gonna be all right. It wasn't a fatal wound, but the repo man ended up running into another vehicle. Yeah, it's crazy times down here in Louisiana, which, I mean, that's kind of what Louisiana's known for, so. Anyway, yeah. Pretty nuts. It's a weird feeling. I have to say, you know, I've been around guns. I got a lost all of them, but I used to have a bunch of guns. But it's weird when you're at a gas station getting diesel and you hear it, like, kind of makes you kind of, you know, duck and cover a little bit. But anyway, glad to be away from there. Kind of sucks. What do you do when you need the number 2? But find you somewhere else where there's not people shooting. Oh, anyway, we'll holler at y'all later. So this morning was fun. I locked my truck up last night while I was sleeping. Got up. Generally, when you pull on the door handle, it unlocks it. So I ran in the store real quick, get me a kolache, come back out, my door was locked. So I guess when I pulled the door handle this morning, it never popped the lock up. So I was like, great, how am I gonna get in? Thought about it for a minute, looked up underneath the hood to see if there was like a little spot I could get my arm through to grab the keys. There wasn't. So I was thinking about calling Freightliner and seeing if I could get a key or anything like that, but ended up looking. And I was like, you know what, I could probably move that. If I can move that, I can open the door. So I had to go into the store and buy a pair of channel locks, because obviously mine are up underneath the bunk, and was able to grab the little knob on the outside of the window and turn this over like that, and then pop open the deal. But that took like 20 minutes or so out of my time. So anyway, yeah, fun. Plus it's hot, humid. Even at 7 o'clock in the morning, it's already, Louisiana's so humid. I'm not used to that anymore, but let's get on the road, try to make some time today. We'll holler at y'all later. Gotta love it. The joys of being an owner-operator and trying to save money. Anyway, lightning's rough. We are in Montgomery, Alabama. I had a blowout. Well, I felt the pop, so I pulled over at the Loves, south of Montgomery on 65. Seeing that the back axle inner tire on the driver's side, or the passenger side, was blown out. Cap blew off. So, swapped that out. Looking at the tire that I pulled off, the front tire on the outside, it had taken a chunk out of it too. So I put my spare on the inside and the bad tire that's still aired up on the outside. Found a tire shop 10 miles up the road that had them. I think I'm running a 215 70 17 and a half range H, which are good tires as far as weight goes. I can haul, you know, if I wasn't limited to the axle rating, I could haul 36,000 on them tires. But so I ended up getting two from here. They're load range J, same size, just different load range, a higher load range. But not too bad. I had to use my stuff because their stuff, obviously, like, they couldn't lift the trailer up with their jack or anything like that. So yeah, I'm soaked. Price wasn't too bad. $427. Mounted balance and all that. So, but yeah, nice time to get a change of clothes, get back on the road. Try to get as close as we can tonight. That way I can drop first thing in the morning. But we'll holler at y'all later. What's going on, everybody? We are unloaded in Garner and actually got another load 5.2 miles away from here going to Arkansas. So time to hit the road and go pick that up. It's got one picking right down the road and then another pick on the way down to Arkansas, but generators are on the other side of that road doohickey thingamajigger. But anyway, we'll holler at y'all later.